while since we've looked at Nvidia Canvas. Well, I mean, not too long ago. It's just for reasons you out there watching maybe have not seen me stream. Oh, nope. I did not mean to have Twitch out like that. Nope. Nope. Hey, Twitch, how about you not be a colossal piece of garbage? I shouldn't say that. It's getting me the pay dirt. Not really. I think I'm making on average like $2 to $4 per like long stream. We go here. Gonna check the audio before I make a decent effort to get invited guests. So we're gonna do a bit of an unorthodox version of one of these. Bit of an unorthodox one of these. We're going to be discussing stream ideas as well as... Oh, I hear an echo. Oh, I see why there's an echo. Let me test something real quick. Hello. Echo test. Echo, 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 echo. Okay, so I figured it out. So my audio mixing earphones have some pretty bad bleed. They're open back, so that's part of the reason why. Let me go ahead and put the message out there. We're going to do something different. I'm going to join the main channel, Game Night. And I'm also going to discuss some things. So I'm going to use this Nvidia canvas, my tapestry for art, to discuss things with you out there, the 4 to 5 of you that are watching this, and possibly the 1 or 2 of you that watch my archives on YouTube's. And I'm gonna do something that I was thinking, like I could be like Gino. I could have like a PowerPoint presentation, but instead of that, I'm going to do it using art. So we'll pick a background and we'll do kind of like a funny Yamate. All right, so let's jump into it. So I'm going to pick a nice dark color here. Let's go with gravel. Okay. So let's talk about the first part here. Let's talk about adventure games. Okay. Let's talk about my adventure game series. Let's talk about adventures that we've had together, okay? So, here's where I'm at with the adventure game series. I'm probably going to do, I want to say, 2 more games before it goes on a hiatus. Basically, I'm going to say that I'm going to do 2 games before I want to kind of do what Arbitrary or Braden does, which is not necessarily hiatus in terms of the series is going to end, but I got shit I want to do that's not just adventure games. If I look at adventure games, they will be short one-offs. So I'll go ahead and do this dotted line here. Shorties are good. So, shorties. Okay. Okay. Gonna be okay. So shorties or short games that might be able to be completed in one session. Anything that I would say that's under, let's say, 10 hours. Like, actually, no, more like 5 hours or less. Like Loom. Things that I think I can complete in one stream. One good Sunday stream. They're still going to be okay. You'll occasionally see me do this. But here's my reasoning in terms of why I think that I only have maybe 2 more games within me or inside me. My soft underbelly. Because the game, either of the 2 games that I have planned for 2, they're going to be long-term deals. And that's kind of my caveat or my big thing here. So let's talk about the first game that I want to do. I want to do the post-Myst educational edutainment game era. And I'm thinking that I want to do Egypt. You guys kind of saw this at the end of my last stream when I was doing Kamigawa. So I want to do a game known as Egypt 1156 BC. Couldn't fit in the BC part of there. But I want to do this game called Egypt 1156. This is going to be a cryo joint, similar to Atlantis, and similar to that bad Dune game that I'm contemplating playing. So that's definitely a game that I want to do. There's only one caveat to this. This is one of those games that is a Windows 95 joint. I got the ISO working. I've got my Windows 95 ISO, this Windows 95 ISO working through DOSBox because I finally found a way to bootstrap a legal copy of Windows 95 to DOSBox. It's not an easy process, but I got it to do it. And there's just one caveat to this. So Windows 95 programs are not designed for dual monitors, but I tricked this game into cooperating with a dual monitor setup. And it's important that I get this to do it because game capture and window capture do not work with Windows 95 programs unless you are doing some sort of dark wizardry where you're pathing it to directly communicate with OBS, which I cannot be bothered to do that. So I am going to basically need to do a display capture of either Egypt 1156 or Atlantis 2. Now, I got Atlantis 2 to finally not throw a hissy fit. So, Atlantis 2 finally got into a position to where it was not being a colossal piece of shit. But I would rather do Egypt 1156 because I know that it will work without super technical issues. So what I had to basically do is I had to set up my dual monitor setup to where I have a monitor that basically just has the taskbar on the bottom with the applications that I commonly use. So it's like the Windows Start button, the search button, like the desktop panel button, like the most basic buttons on the bottom. But the entire screen is empty. And so it is set up to display capture. It has nothing, no private information, nothing. And what I can do is display capture that screen and then boot up Egypt 1156, and I would be able to play it and stream it and show this nightmare goddamn game to the entire world. And I want to because I want to show you all the dark underbelly that is post-Myst edutainment. So it's going to be a wild one. Now, the reason why this is going to be kind of like my throwaway is because I've been wanting to do this type of game, this weird type of Myst, wannabe Myst edutainment game for a while now. I wanted to do Versailles because that game is simply better, but it just was not working for me. And this one's creepier, but unintentionally creepy, like some of the most uncanny valley that we'll ever see. Okay? So that's the first plan that I have. I'm going to probably, it's going to be a while. So here's just like personal stuff. I'm not going to be able to stream all that much next weekend. Saturday and Sunday are swamped. So I'm probably not going to be streaming a lot next weekend. I will probably do a stream on... I'll try to do a Saturday stream. I'll try. I think I'm going to tell you guys what I want to stream on Saturday. But no guarantees. I might be busy. I might be tired. I got to celebrate my sister's birthday. Anyways. So here's the reason why I'm saying that I can only probably do 2 games. Because this number 2, it's going to be a big one. It's the big one. The biggie. Not Biggie Smalls, but Biggie. So we've got this like throwaway onesie game, right? Now let's talk about the big one. I'm thinking we can do Gabriel Knight. I know. I've been saying it for a while now. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Nope. No. Oh, God. I clicked the application and it messed it all up. Is it better now? Ugh. Oh, no. Why did I mess this up? I'm a failure.
Yeah.
I'm a failure. Oh, here it is. I just had to play around. Hi, are you playing Vermintide and that's why you sound like a Skaven?
No.
Oh, wait, I forgot that you're sick. You don't need to be here. Shit. I feel shitty.
Okay.
Bye.
I ate Taco Bell for dinner. Bye.
Bye. Okay, don't get sick. So we got Gabriel Knight. Or, and I'm all open about this, we can do Broken Sword. I'm going to do one of them. I don't know which one I want to do. I need to think about it. Okay? I don't know which one I want to do. I kind of want to do both, but I just don't, considering the big plans that we have, which we'll talk about it when we get to, like, what do I want to do for the next 3 to 4 months in terms of, like, the Final Fantasy content and JRPG content and just general, like, Jeff's probably going to pick a giant project for us to do on Off the Deep End. Like, I think I can only do one more big adventure game. And I'm going to go on a bang. And I know that this is scary, but like I said, the adventure game blogs have been doing good. I'm really happy of the people who are supporting me with this. But I think that after we do Egypt 1156, I think we only do one more game and then call a hiatus on the series, at least as a streaming and a blog initiative. So I still need to make a blog for Starship Titanic, which we weren't able to do because that was like a mono screen application. And so I wasn't able to kind of go back and forth on notes, and so I skipped that part. And I think I have only maybe one serious big one because we got some real big plans for Off the Deep End. So kind of a medium-sized 1-2 stream game for the Adventure Game series. And then we're going to have one biggie before we go on hiatus on Adventure Game streaming and blogging. So that's looking at, okay, so Atlantis I promised I would break into 2 series. At some point I'll sit down, buckle down, and write something about Starship Titanic. I'll do a blog about Egypt 1156, and then 2, possibly 3 about either Gabriel Knights or Broken Sword, depending on which game I decide to do. But then that's probably it for adventure game streaming and blogging for me for the rest of the year. Unless I suddenly get a bunch of free time. I know that sounds weird. This doesn't sound like I'm going to be playing and blogging a lot, but it's actually a lot. Expect the archive of Starship Titanic, all parts. I basically double-checked. There's not going to be any DMCA rules that I get ensnared in, for those that don't know. The reason why there's an entire part missing of my Drowned God, apparently some of the voice acting and the music with the Aleister Crowley segment of Drowned God is like copyrighted content, And so that got me in trouble, and I had to take that video down. I did not get a copyright strike. It's just I had to bring that video down. And then they said, that's YouTube. Okay. So, again, if something super short comes up, I'm more than happy to do it as long as it's 5 hours or less. And that might be what I do, which is disappointing because I did buy a lot of games. So let's discard all of our changes. Set a new background. Okay, let's do another background. Let's go to Lakeview. Final Fantasy. And we're going to talk about blogging and streaming. Okay. So Final Fantasy. All of this is bad. All of this is bad. I want to erase this. This is all bad. This is bad. And because this is just like talk and shop, I'm going to not hit you with a lot of, let's say, so Final Fantasy. There we go. Okay. Underline that. All right, so 13.2. I am going to get the next 13.2 blog in 2 weeks from now. So not next week, but the week after that. So we'll make that promise there. I'm almost like halfway done with it. If I didn't have my own personal standards, this is a mess. This is a mess, but I knew it was going to be a mess, and I think that's part of the charm. I should undo all of that weird dotted line. Okay. So, in 2 weeks, I will have the second and final part to Final Fantasy 13.2, and this is going to just be a blog. I'm not going to suddenly play it. Blog. Actually, let's do a different color other than brown. Let's say blog. I should really just do a different size. Yeah, let's do a different finer point there. Okay. So we're going to do a blog, and that's going to exclusively be a blog. Moving now to, I think this is Mountain. I hope Gino's not watching this, because I'm going to basically announce my pick. It's going to be Lightning Returns. I am here officially announcing that once we are done with this stupid music nonsense, the next game for the Final Fantasy series for Off the Deep Ends will be Lightning Returns. And this is going to be a blog. I'm going to say this is going to be, I didn't mean to do a G. This is going to be a blog. I'm going to say this is going to be 2 parts, similar to the 13.2 series, where we talk about mechanics and gameplay in part 1. And then in part 2, we are going to talk about story, because I feel like that dividing line between story and gameplay works for me. For like these kind of not necessary micro games, but games where it really doesn't behoove me to do a massive close reading. So Lightning Returns, I promise that within this year, we're going to do a 2-part blog series for Lightning Returns. I'm going to try and stream this game. I cannot promise that we will finish it, but I will stream this game. I know that Joku is streaming the game. I know that other people have suddenly come to the forefront, but I personally would like to stream that game. And if you don't want to tune in because you've already been hit over the head by the 4 or 5 of this weird resurgence in popularity for Lightning Returns, in part because of Game Pass, I totally get it. For my own personal sake and just having footage and screen caps and like the creative process, I am going to stream Lightning Returns. No promises in terms of like I will stream all of it, but I will at least have multiple streams of this game. And if you want to join, please join. I would love it if you joined. Okay, let's now do this dashed line. But you might be wondering, but Zombie Pie, the 13 series, Lightning Returns, that's weird, right? Oh no. I'm here to say that I'm also going to do a 6-pixel remaster blog. Okay. Blog. Unknown number of parts. This might be the first time in a long time that a Final Fantasy game gets the full treatment, the full Monty from ZP on Giant Bomb. And I'm also going to stream this. And this, I promise, I will do almost all of the game. And we will be looking at the Pixel Remaster. Okay? So this is my plan. So in 2 weeks, we're going to do the second and final part of my Final Fantasy 13-2 retrospective. Then when it is my turn to pick, we will hard pivot to Lightning Returns. And simultaneously, I will be doing, and this is part of the reason why the adventure game streams are going to take a back seat, is I will be doing a twofer for quite some time. You will at least get 1 stream per week, possibly 2, of me playing Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. And depending on, the deadlines that we have with Gino, I will be playing Lightning Returns at least 1 to possibly 2 times per week. But my promise is a minimum of once per week Lightning Returns, once per week Pixel Remaster 6. And times when I finally hit my target and this is basically how this is going to work. Let's say that I meet my deadline target for streaming on Lightning Returns, then the adventure game series comes back. Then the adventure game comes back. Now, in the event that I am allowed to pick again, I want to see the world burn. I'm not going to stream this because one cannot stream this. Are you listening, chat? Are you ready? Are you ready for some bonus? Pick 2. If I am able to pick, my second pick, I don't think you're ready for this. I really don't. I got to use a flamboyant color. Let's go with purple is pretty flamboyant, but I want something. Let's go with yellow. So pick 2. This is going to be exclusively podcast blog. So this is going to be pod and blog/blog. Only pod and blog. Okay? Pod and blog. You said I shouldn't have picked this, for those of you that are in chat. Most of you said I should not do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I am hereby announcing that my second pick will be Final Fantasy Unlimited, the original anime. All 25 motherfucking episodes. All 20 motherfucking 5 episodes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. It's mean. It's a bad idea. This is contingent on one thing. Let me explain. Okay? Let's talk about ZP's thought process. Okay? Okay? Let's talk about ZP's thought process. Okay? I like it when my handwriting is shitty. So we'll say this. It's actually, I don't like the minimal brush tries. Unlimited gets picked if, okay, and it's contingent on 2, maybe 3 things happen. Okay. So, unlimited gets picked if no one does 3. I want to do OG3. But I'm pretty sure that Jeff Rude wants to play OG3. And if Jeff picks OG3, that is going to grind us to a dust. And I want to watch fucking anime. Right? Like, my next pick, like I announced to everyone, I am going to pick, yes, the original, we'll probably play the Pixel Remaster version. We're discussing Dark Plans. Discussing Dark Plans. I will probably play the Pixel Remaster. So we'll say PR. PR. Pixel Remaster of 3. I'm pretty sure Jeff picks Pixel Remaster. So here's my thought process. So here's how I think this is going to go. I'm going to pick, so Jeff picked this bullshit music stuff. I'm going to pick Lightning Returns. I'm pretty sure Gino's going to pick Final Fantasy Origin because he's playing it for the Community Endurance Run. And he probably just wants to record a podcast about it. And then I'm going to have a talk with, then it would be Jeff's turn again, and I think he would pick a legit video game. And I think he's either going to pick 3 or... no one. And I think this is the other pick that Jeff might do. And this is what I actually think is going to be Jeff's pick. Dirge. I'm pretty sure that Jeff's next pick will be Dirge of Cerberus. I think I got it pinned down that his next pick will be Dirge of Cerberus. And that is also a game that I feel is taxing emotionally, mentally, physically. And if he picks 3, I'm definitely picking Unlimited. If he picks 3, I'm definitely picking anime. If he picks Dirge, I will probably pick anime. Because Dirge is, like I said, pretty exhausting. There's another pick that Jeff could pick, and maybe. If he picks this, ugh. This is the game that he's been threatening us with. Mystic Quest. So Jeff sent a physical copy of Mystic Quest. And I don't know what I want. I don't know. If he actually goes through with his promise that he's playing Mystic Quest, like we are now playing Mystic Quest, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to react. If it's a lot and it's a grind game, I'm picking anime. If it turns out that it's the easy, breezy, lemon squeezy game that people talk about, I'm going to probably pick anime to lighten the mood. Lighten the mood. I'll lighten the mood. Lighten the mood. All right. So Unlimited gets picked with these 2, maybe 3 conditions. So if like Gino picks Final Fantasy Origin, and that's just a dumb, easy, squeezy Souls game, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna clown on that game and pick bad anime. If, however, Jeff picks 3, 1000%, I guarantee my next game will be anime. I will goddamn promise it right now. If he picks Dirge, I can say 70% chance. Let me write this. Okay. 100% pick an anime. Okay. Dirge. Oh, wait. This is all bad. Picks 3. Ah, damn it. I now realize that all of this language was bad. Okay, so Dirge 3, Pixel Remaster 3, Dirge. Like, we'll say 70% chance. I just realized the language here was bad. And with Mystic Quest, I'm going to say 50% chance I pick anime. Okay? Now, let's see. So this is where we talk about the fact that not every game that's Final Fantasy that we review on the podcast gets blog. Which FF content gets blogs? So we've already talked about 13.2. We've already talked about 6 remaster, 6 pixel remaster. We've already talked about Lightning Returns. Those definitely get blogs. Unlimited, if it happens, 2 blogs. Cutting the series in half. And I feel good about that. Okay? Dirge. It's an answer, yes. Dirge gets 2 to 3. Okay. Mystic Quest. Gets 1 to 2. Okay. And that's it. That's kind of where I'm at. 1 to 2 for Mystic Quest. I feel like I can shoot my shot on Mystic Quest in one blog, but if I feel like I need to stretch it to 2, I will. I'll probably stretch it to 2. Okay? So that's the Final Fantasy side of things. I'm pretty sure this is going to be... Oh, Origins... I already know what the title for Origins is going to be. Why did I play Final Fantasy Origins instead of Elden Ring? This is just going to be 1B. One blog. And it's going to be just me explaining why I played Final Fantasy Origins instead of Elden Ring. Or why I feel more comfortable playing Final Fantasy Origins instead of Elden Ring. All right. Let's talk about Off the Deep End. So off the deep end. Obviously, we have a bunch of fan picks. Okay. Let's talk about my plans for Off the Deep End. Let's talk about my Kusoge pick. My Kuso pick. My Kuso pick. It's going to be a CRPG. This is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be Escape from Hell. Look this up. This is an interesting pick. I feel good about this pick. Okay? I feel really good about this pick. I'm going to pick a game. It's from 1990. My Kuso pick will be Escape from Hell. I believe this is a game from... I think the full title is Richard and Alan's Escape from Hell. It is a game. It's a video game. It's Abandonware. Yes, the one published by Electronic Arts for DOS. It uses the Wasteland engine. And it's bad. It is very interesting. It is very, very interesting. But I think I'm going to go with that as my Kuso pick. That's my pick. That is my pick. Okay, let's talk about my CRPG pick that I really want to... Oops. No matter what, my next pick, if I do get a pick, it's going to be a CRPG. Promise you this right now. I know that I picked Quest for Glory, which I still think is a rad-ass game. I'm split. I'm really split here. I'm really, really split. I don't know what I want to pick, and I think I'm already doubting what I want to do here. I'm already doubting it. But it is either going to be, and I can be convinced that this is a bad idea. I think I want to do Fallout 1. I think I want to do Fallout 1. I think that we want to play a CRPG that is short-ish, manageable-ish, doable-ish, but still gets the classic tenets of what is a CRPG. That's my viewpoint here. That's where I'm coming from here. That's what I'm thinking about here. Okay? So my Kuso pick is Escape from Hell 1990 from EA. My CRPG will be Fallout 1, and I know that Braden, if he's watching this stream, is going to say, that's too normal. All right, bitch. Put up or shut up. I'm going to pick Pillars, just because I know that this is going to piss off Braden by a lot. I'm going to pick Pillars of Eternity. I'm going to counter-pick. I'm going to counter-pick him. I'm going to counter-pick Braden. Don't tell the cops. Like one of his favorite games of all time. I'm going to pick it to troll him because I love him that much. Now, if I sneak in Fallout 1, and I'm able to do a JRPG, I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do. 100%. If they're gonna bogart my soul with an actual Sword of Damocles with Xenosaga Episode 2, then bitch, I call your bluff. I call it. You think you can intimidate me? You think you can out-weird me? You think you can beat me like this? You stab me. Blood does not come out. Another head comes out. Because once I get my shot, my Kuso pick, my CRPG pick, my JRPG pick will be Kudelka. I got 2 middle fingers up. Two middle fingers are up. They're up. I promise they're up. They're seriously up. They're actually up. I don't think actually Braden or anyone from Off the Deep End's watching this. I feel good about this. I feel really good about this. I feel good about this. I feel good about this. All this feels like a good idea. So like I said, we got 2 solid adventure games before the series goes on hiatus, so is that we can do more Final Fantasy and RPG content. We got fan picks. We got Off the Deep End is the big should I stream question here. Because like Stream? Question mark, question mark. And the real reason why I don't necessarily always stream off the deep end content, even though it actually does surprisingly well on Twitch, especially when streamed on Saturdays and Sundays. The real reason is that I don't think that some of the games we pick make for compelling content. Now, I should have probably streamed Quest for Glory. I probably should have streamed Quest for Glory. But I'm going to be honest. I saw Silver Streak, and Silver Streak does a really better job of managing their chat. I don't like that community. The stream commenters, drive-by commenters community behind those games. Because they're going to tell me how to play the game. And I don't want to deal with that. I really don't want to deal with that. I don't. I just don't. Okay. So I think this is my plan, right? Like this is a pretty good plan. Like, bad handwriting aside, this is a pretty good plan. I think that's a good plan. I think I feel good about that. There's one, like, hidden variable. What if I were to pick a game for the main podcast? I normally pick at least once per year, but for reasons I was not allowed to pick a game for last year. Let's go to a different color. Let's go here. Ugh. If I got to pick a main podcast, if I got to pick a main podcast game, what would it be? I don't know. I don't know. I do know. I do know. It really is an off the deep end pick. But if we're going to do Eternal Sonata, I think we do our next crossover. Our next crossover pass should be our King of Dragon Pass. It really should. The main podcast and off the deep end should come together, coalesce, coagulate together to address probably one of the greatest oddities in video game history. We should play King of Dragon Pass. This should be our crossover again. I know that Eternal Sonata is a weirdo. It's a weird one. King of Dragon Pass. If I am allowed to pick a main podcast game, I know it will be King of Dragon Pass. That is the game. That it is the game for me to pick for all to enjoy on the main game podcast. Everybody. Everyone everyone. All should consume King of Dragon Pass. Okay. Now I want to talk about the games that I really want to stream, but I don't think are going to make a cut. Let's go here. Actually, no. I know how to do this. Did not finish. Okay. These are games I want to pick, but we're probably not going to get to them. These are the games that I promised myself and talked about how I wanted to do these. But we're probably not. Okay. Number 1. I really wanted to do this. We're probably not going to play KOTOR. One or two. I really want to play KOTOR. It's probably not going to happen this year. Probably not going to happen this year. Okay. So that's going to be an off the deep end pick. For off the deep end, I'm 90% sure the main podcast will not play this. Another off the deep end game, and I really want to play this. I've been meaning to pick this game. It's one of the weirdest games I think I've ever seen. I really wanted to play for off the deep end. Off. This is a French indie game from 2008. It is widely considered like a proto... how do I say this? It is a proto kind of one of those indie twee like Undertale games, but this is from 2008, so way before Undertale. I really wanted to pick this game. I really wanted to pick Lisa because I wanted to get into that weird indie game self-publish arena. These were the two games that almost immediately made the cut when I developed my plans, and I cut them. And I feel bad because we really are going to put a huge emphasis on picking fan games and the community suggestions, and I'm totally down and I support it. But I really wanted to play off 2008. We're probably not going to get to it. For Final Fantasy, for the FF series, I kind of made a personal promise. I wanted to play Crisis Core. For the FF series. And full disclosure, PSP emulation is pretty good. I incentivized my game pick to be Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. My game pick is going to be Lightning Returns. I might do a blog special on the recent mobile game bullshit. But yes, the game with RNG. I really wanted to pick Crisis Core. But I think 2 multi-episode game picks is a little much, even for me, someone who wants to see the world burn. And for adventure games, like the game that man, there's so many games that I wanted to do. In fact, I feel like cutting this feature short is a bit of a bummer. I wanted to do an Agatha Christie game. I wanted to do the ABC murders. I was not going to do Full Throttle or Monkey Island. But I wanted to do Sam and Max. Hit the Road in particular. I'm probably not going to get to them. Especially if I pick Broken Sword or Gabriel Knight. I was thinking about Machinarium, but I just don't know if I have it in me to do like a post-2000 weirdo, weird post-2000 adventure game. I probably do have to address like Pendulo. Probably should play Gemini Rue. But we have so many games coming up that I just, like I said, we're going to play one edutainment post-mist game from Cryo, and then we are going to go with Gabriel Knight or Broken Sword 1, and then we're going to probably have to cut it because I got big plans for the JRPGs for the next 2 to 3 months, probably more like 3 to 4. And these are the games that I really wanted to play them. I really wanted to play them. I guess you could say that I wanted to play, Sherlock Holmes after watching Arbitrarily, but it's just, I got so much to do. Doing 2 Final Fantasy games, redoing 6 so as that I can do blogs and a stream and Lightning Returns and Off the Deep Ends, I'm probably done. And this is part of the reason why I'm happy that I got a gimmick that's always in the tank if things don't pan out for either of the podcasts in terms of the games that we pick. But I fell behind by a lot for Final Fantasy VI, and I did not feel good about it. And it made me realize that I got to just have the eye on the prize and stop putting extra shit on my plate. Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. All right. So we'll kind of discard changes. So that's it. Any questions? If you're watching the archive of this, I guess you can't really ask a question. Well, drop a comment. I've always responded to all of the nice comments on my streams, archives on YouTube. Otherwise, for maybe, let's say, 20, 30 minutes, let's make some art. Actually, let's go ahead and reset this. Let's make some art now. Okay, there we go. Wait, is this sand or tropical? That is sand. Let's go ahead and do like... Alright, so we're making sand dunes now. There we go. Alright. Is this fog? Let's make thick fog. Alright. Let's make thin... I don't like how that turned out. Let's make it a little thicker. Let's see how this goes. Ah, I see. They're turning into trees. Okay. That's okay. All right, and then let's go ahead and make a mountain in the background. But we're going to use the thick point here. I don't like how this mountain's turning out. Nope, don't like that. Looks like more like a pyramid. I feel like the shading makes it hard to tell. Let's go here. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's better. That's better too. I guess I was using the wrong filter for that one. Yeah, this makes more sense. Alright, let's get some water in here. Sorry, let's get some... I wonder what happens if I, like, put the river, like, sea here. Oh, nope. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, I guess I should have also said that I'm disappointed that, you know, that Kamigawa kind of basically convinced me that I'm not equipped to do visual novels. I want to do more visual novels. I like them, but I just don't think they make compelling content for streaming. At least for my audience, my little small subset of people who want weird shit that makes me angry and causes me to scream. People want anger. They don't want good, legitimate criticism. I've learned this the hard way. So let's put a hill here. Let's see if we can connect this this mountain. Okay, yeah, that worked. Okay. Can we, like, do this? Cool. There we go. All right. Check out the filters, see how things go. This actually looks kind of nice. This looks nice. This looks okay. That's bad. This actually is one of the better black and white ones. Huh. That looks pretty good, too. A little surrealistic, but okay. Dream. Oh, wow! This is what we call one of those fjords, right? Those Swedish Nordic fjords. This looks really good. This looks really good. I'm not going to save it. It could be better. Okay. So I'll probably stream maybe 15, 20 minutes more. Then I gotta go. I gotta bounce. I gotta make food. I also gotta make the next edition of the Giant Bomb Community Spotlight. I usually author about half of them, do a final review of content, typo checking, grammar spelling, connection making. So we're going to make this basically a hill or a cliff. Kind of levels down here. Just put some mud to kind of even things out. It's always hard to tell how you're impacting some of these environments when they have these blackened or darkened areas for the ground textures. But I'm always down. Not fog. So this is still sky, yeah. Is there rain? No, it's just snow. Ooh, why does that look like an alien saucer? That looks nice. I liked it better like this. Let's get bushes. Make it a little thicker here. A thick bush. Gotta get that bush. And let's just put a little mini river here. Okay. Yep, there we go. That's what I wanted. This kind of like cutting through effect always works real well on Nvidia Canvas. Let's go back. I think I liked it better like this. Let's check it out here. Oh, that's very nice. Nice. This is really nice. I actually like this. This is one of my better dark ones. My dark palettes. Wow, that one's perfect. Wow, look at this one. Let's check the sunsetting beach. Okay. This works as well. Whoa, this is probably the best one. That's also pretty good. All of this is pretty good art. I'm arting it up. Art it up. I am so art. Art. Let's see if I can use the flower feature here. Kind of looks like a Christian rock CD cover. Yeah. This one, definitely. Let's see if we can use the flower feature. Oof. See, the flower feature is so finicky. Ugh. I have not been able, like for any landscape paintings, I have not been able to get the flower feature to work. Like, as you saw when I was like randomly drawing things floating in the air, it was very beautiful. But just, yeah, look at this. Look at this shit. How it fucks everything up. Just discard the changes here. Like, watch this. Tic-tac-toe. Let's play some tic-tac-toe with the flowers. So I took X. Let's go O. Let's do X. Let's do O. I should have gone there. You see that? Oh, yeah. But now I'm going to do this. And they're going to go like, oh, shit. I onesid the tick of the tack of the toe. I winsid. I wanted. I won her. I'm so smart. Hooray. Hooray. I won. Let's do the easiest palette. Let's start with mud. All this mud, this glorious mud. Give me mud. Give me mud. I want mud. Give me more mud. Then give me sea. Give me sea. I want sea. Blah, give me sea. I want sea and ocean and salt water. Yar, we be pirates. Mud and salt. Salt and mud. Match made in heaven, ye. Oh shit, I spawned a boat. Fucking what? Oh no, I want the boat back. Give me my boat. What? What is this? I spawned a boat? I spawned a boat. What? I've never had Nvidia Canvas spawn an inanimate object. A human-made object. Weird. Actually, I could use more like 50%. Okay, there we go. Okay, 64. Cool. Wild. All right. What do we want on our beach? Well, first we don't want just mud. We want kind of like, we want sand, a little bit of sand. Let's get some sand here. A little sand. I mean, we've all been to beaches where it's been more mud than sand, and they suck. Especially the ones that have a lot of mud and seaweed. Ugh. Seaweed. People who like the beach, I understand it. But there's so many downsides to the beach. Okay. Let's put a brick wall, or I should say a stone wall on the side. This always is a fun one. It takes some time for the stone wall to pull off. Yeah. See, now you can kind of create a cliff. Kind of like a cliff-like feature here. Stone cliff. Looks a little artificial. I'm not sure why this is not, the system's not pulling this off. Okay, that looks better. I wonder what happens if we put some greenery. Oh, yeah. I see. This is how we get the seaweed. We put straw. It's like the bile system when, before bacteria theory came, we had like that Socrates bile system. Red bile, yellow bile, black bile. Which was all bullshit. See what happens if we put a river here. See, when I don't know why it is. Oh, wow. So now we got like a tide pool here. Check out the beach. See, that's perfect. That is perfect. That's pretty good. That's okay. Could be better. Could be worse. That's not great. That's pretty good. I like the glow of the ocean on this one. I like this glow. It's nice. That, less so. That's okay. That's not great. It's okay. Pass. Probably one of the better ones. This seems a little too far-fetched. Too far-fetched for me. Let's see what happens if I add some ice clouds. Snow clouds. Oh, yeah. This one benefited the most so far. Can't tell a difference. This one got a lot darker. This one actually looks even better with the ice snows. Hello, Relkin. You missed me discussing my stream plans, or maybe you were here. It's just the first time that you are in chatting it about. But, yeah. You know what? If you're going to chant song lyrics. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. I am tired. Holy shit. I gotta write a spotlight. I gotta make dinner. I've got orange chicken. I've got a pack of orange chicken in the oven. I'm just gonna fucking load it up. I got my sister's birthday too tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow. I got my sister's birthday. I gotta go to do an hour. Oops, I burped and I coughed at the same time. I burp-coughed. Got a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Why is the sand on fire? Why is the sand on fire? Why is the sand on fire? You watched the first season, Baywatch? Why is this water like lava? Did I make a hot spring, but the hot spring is lava? I remember liking Baywatch at the time and how the mystery and some of the stuff. I remember the Sea Monster 2-part series. I remember when that episode was considered like the cutting edge because it was Baywatch and it was a 2-part series. But I remember like, I forget, it was like Nightmare Bay. That's when they decided to do like Baywatch after dark. Okay, that looks good. I like how this glow worked out. Make a zigzag pattern here to kind of add some plant life to the mountain range. Oh, I really like this. I kind of like, this is probably not going to translate to any of the other stuff, but I kind of like this weird, like, spectral glow. Let's see how this translates to the other ones. Oh, I see. It's thinking that there's like a city behind the forest. So there's like a river, and I put a forest in front of a mountain, and it's thinking that there's houses and cities behind that. That is cool. That's not cool. That's okay. Oh, man, look at this one. This one's cool. This one's cool. That one's pretty good. It doesn't have like a city effect. That one's like a less cool version of this one. This looks like a scene, like a still frame from like Alan Wake concept art. Yeah, that's what I think. This looks pretty good. This is maybe one of my better Tundra. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow. Guys, look at this one. Wowzers. I made the art. I made art. 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 Let's see what happens when we put stuff like this. Actually, I kind of liked it. Ooh, wow. I like that. Oh, wow. Just like one click added all this foliage? Okay. 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 How about here? What a crazy thing. What a crazy thing. What a crazy thing. Let's check it out. Cool. 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 Eh. Okay, that's better. That's completely unintelligible. That's okay. Oh. I think this is obviously the best one. This is obviously the best one. All right. So maybe like we'll top out at maybe one or two more. I think this is what I'm realizing now is like the speckle formations work better when they're just like maybe one or two dashes. Like watch, we'll do one little cloud thing. Rather than me like rah, like draw these long lines. You really only need just a couple clicks to get what you want. Otherwise, this is pretty cool. Pretty. I made a purdy. I'm going to save this one. I made a purdy. I'm actually going to call it I Made Pretty. Let's actually load up some of my old ones. I'm going to load up some of my, maybe my effed up ones. Where are my... I always forget where this saves it. Ah, it saves it in... Let's make... Oh, yeah. Right, I made this. This is a winery. I don't feel like we've made something as ambitious as this. This is still probably my best one. We gotta go big. Go big or go home. Let's make a big river that's coming through. In the center. Okay. Oh, wow. This Aurora Borealis look is fucking cool. This Aurora Borealis effect is pretty cool. Let's go here. That's less cool. Now, let's go ahead and put sand on this side. And sand on this side. Then we'll put like a little bit of mud. This seems to like add depth to the sand. Trust me, it will make sense when we get there, okay? And then now we will add grass to basically the rest of this. We'll add grass to this. Ugh, didn't mean to do that. This will either work or it will be completely fail. And if it's a fail, sometimes they are still fun to look at. I'm not going to call it a fail until I fill in the other side. Okay. And even then, I'll probably still try to salvage it. Yeah, I could go some for that orange chicken right about now. Fucking really good, delicious orange chicken. Holy moly. Okay, some of these worked out very well. Not sure what it was going for here. Can't really tell what's the horizon and what's this, but that's okay, but not the best. This is okay if you want like black and white mood painting. That's very good. I think this is clearly the best. So let's see what happens when we try and add flowers to this again. Maybe just like a couple of clicks. Maybe just a couple of clicks. I'm just amazed that, like, this is what happens. Just amazed. It's simultaneously impressive and depressing. Yeah, the AI are going to replace art. Make it realistic with some dirt patches here and there. Thin out the grass. Thin out the grass. Thin it out a little bit. There we go. And then maybe some mud. Maybe some mud. Just to thicken this kind of dirt effect that we got on the sides here. I've got a more of a deft touch than when I last played this. Because I was only really able to create the same pastorals. And I kind of want to do more. Let's put some trees now. Some trees here, foliage. Okay. Let's look at this. That looks okay. I don't like this effect right here. That looks bad. That looks awful. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. This is a little more abstract. This, if I was on the right things, maybe this would look good. This is okay. I don't like this part right here. I definitely don't like this part. This literally can only exist here. Cool. All right. I'm not going to save that, but I do like how it looks. Let's just do what we did last time. Largest nozzle tip. Start with one color, the entire thing that's not sky or ocean. Let's go ahead and just color everything in. Color everything in. Color everything in. Let's go with grass. Grass is a good base template. The game always starts with, I could have painted. I just realized I could have painted. I could have just filled it in with paint. I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? It was stupid. So dumb. I did a dumb. Okay. Holy moly. That's good. I have no idea what that is. Okay. That's ugly. That kind of works if I was high. This is okay, but out of focus. See, and that's the weird thing. I still don't understand how to get certain parts, certain filters to get not get out of focus. Okay, there. We finally are out of focus. Is anyone streaming soon? Relkin, are you streaming? I'd be up to raid you if you started streaming. If anyone's streaming, if any of you watching there are planning on streaming, I think I only got like maybe 20-ish more minutes. I gotta make some food. Get ready for tomorrow. Pretty busy tomorrow. Jatsu, if you're streaming, feel free to reach out. I'd be willing to raid any of you guys if you're streaming. But if not, if today's kind of like one of those I'm tired Fridays, I don't blame you. I'm tired too. We literally created a place that I feel like I've seen thousands and thousands of times. I wonder if... I heard one person say that stone wall can be used to create a road. Nope. That's not what it did. I feel like I've been here. I feel like I know where this place is. I can tell you where this place exists. Oh, I see. If you put it against water, you basically create boulders. Okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. You can kind of like create a trellis. Huh. Well, I clearly messed that up. So if I were to do stone wall, let's bring the sizing down. Nah, a little bit bigger than that. So are you saying, game, that if I surround a source of water with like this stone feature. Yeah, it does. It basically creates like a pond effect. Interesting. I don't like it. I like the idea of putting rocks. I like the rocks. What an interesting thing. What an interesting thing. Well, I've been going for 90 minutes. I am hungry. I am a little on the tired side. I got stuff to do. Let's do one last picture. And I'm going to call it. Okay. Let's start with forest, though. Just complete forest. That doesn't seem like that should be the starting texture for forest. Let's do a filter that I'm not really that great at. Let's do this one. I'm not that great about late afternoon mountains. What's mud like? Oof. What's bush like? Okay. Grass like. Flowers like. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, I guess we're working with mud. What is this random flower here? I'll give you a flower if you want it. What is this? I suddenly took LSD. I bet this looks like dog shit with everything. Yep. Bad, 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 bad. Bad, 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 bad. Okay. Don't want that. Don't want that. Why is there a body of water in the middle of this? There we go. Okay. Yep, art. Okay, this looks like the best one. We always like to add water. Add water. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, did I click? Oh, wow. It's a waterfall. What? I created a waterfall? Huh. Okay, I guess I created a waterfall. Wow, the one time in which Dark Knight looks good. I created a waterfall. I'm art. I am art. I did an art. Let's do... Okay. This seems like what it's like in New Zealand. Waterfalls and cliffs and plant things. I made the New Zealand experience. So hopefully, again, those of you that tuned in enjoyed what we made today and talked about. I'm actually probably going to publish the archive of this stream, let's say Sunday. If you want to see, what's that saying? Yeah, I'm just saying New Zealand's got a lot of mountains. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Oh, okay, I see. You're making a joke. I thought I offended a New Zealander. Anyways, I'm going to actually publish the archive of this maybe Sunday. So those of you that want to read up about my plans in terms of both the main podcast, my writing output, I will say this, probably no podcast. Probably no blog tomorrow. Because again, I got to belt out this 13.2. Then, so next weekend, I'm going to be very busy. But then after that, full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. If I can, I might even play Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Sunday. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, man. Thinking about it. Anyways, well, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for listening to me share my dark machinations. Hopefully, Gino doesn't ban me for some of these bad ideas that I've got for the podcast, as well as Jeff Rude or Braden. But I'm actually glad that nobody joined because I think that made it funnier. Anyways, all right, everybody. We'll see you on the weekend. Hopefully, you have a safe and enjoyable weekend. I know I will be busy. I will be very busy. And maybe you're all out there enjoying the Elden of the Rings. Maybe even the Warhammers of Threes. Maybe you're just at home chilling, watching your favorite programs, binge watching stuff. You do you. Treat yourself this weekend. We've all been through a lot. Many people dealing with the slow transition back into what we would like to call normalcy, but it's not normalcy. It's not even the status quo. But I digress. Got some big plans for the next 3-4 weeks. I didn't even talk about... shit. I fucking realized that... Okay, we got to do one last thing. Okay. I realized I fucked it up. There's one last thing that I wanted to talk about. GBC Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run. Okay. Friday. Still no idea. Probably a short adventure game at best. Question mark. Saturday. The Journeyman Project. Episode 1. Pegasus. Sunday. This is going to be I hope to do this. The bad. And I'm going to put multiple A's here. Dune game. Like the PlayStation one that's like secretly only like 4 hours long. That one. I might do adventure. I might do a visual novel, VN, if needed. And these two I could switch them out. These two, if I might do the Bad Dune game on Friday, if need be. But Saturday's going to be the Journeyman Project with Jeff Rood, with him providing me hints. In the form of riddles. For those that don't know, the Journeyman Project is well known for being tough as balls. And yeah, so that's it. I mean, I have at least one spot where it's just a giant question mark and I need to figure this shit out. I really do need to figure this shit out. Okay. So I'm going to close Canvas. That's my plans. That's the stuff that we talked about. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you all for joining. Have a great rest of your day, what little of it remains, or maybe you're watching this and you're starting a new day, or in the middle. Enjoy life. Be safe. Tell someone you love them. Bye.